welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Sarah, and in today's video I am going to be planning out the week of August 24th through August 30th in my Erin Condren agenda. So this is a little bit different than what I normally do. I've been planning out like my own weekly overview in the 7x9 like monthly coiled monthly planner, and I just kind of wanted to see if what I do could fit in an A5, I guess. So I am just going to try. But this is the Daily Duo, meaning this is the dashboard planner. So what I did was I have some like Erin Condren like filler paper. So I'm going to go ahead and use this glue tape and just glue down the, oh, maybe if I take that off, just glue down what is here because I don't want to use those pages, and I'll just, you know, tape over it, or tape over it, I guess. Is this tape? This is glue tape. Glue them together. There we go. Okay, that was probably excessive, but it's fine. Pull and pull. Okay, so now theoretically when I flip the page, yeah, it should go into Monday. Okay, so what I'm going to do to start, I'm going to move stuff out of my way, and I'm going to take these pages out of my agenda just to make my life easier, and then I'm going to move this out of my way. So I did not do this great, like taping them together, but it's fine. It will work. Okay, so starting with a blank canvas here. Like I said, I wanted to try to do this in the A5 because I'd like to have a little more compact size. I feel, I don't know if it will work. I'm on a kick of just wanting to be in the agenda, and I don't know. It's easier to carry around than what I have now. So we're just gonna see what we can accomplish with doing it this way. This is a very busy week for me. So I wanted to try to do this when I did have a busy week. That way I can, you know, realistically see if it will work without, you know, doing a not busy week and then trying a busy week and failing because now it doesn't fit. You know what I mean? Like, that was a really confusing way of saying I just needed to try this on a busy week. So do this on this page. And I'm just using the Notes Companion page right now. And then I did not tell you, this is kit 736 from Planner Kate. This was a kit last year, I believe, for August, and I wanted to use it for my back to school week because this week is mine and my husband's back to school week for our college classes. So I just feel like it's very, I don't know, collegey. It is a book kit, but it's fine. This is, I'm going to use the thin washi sheet. I already used the yellow off of this one. So I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use the pink. This one did not want to cut. Okay, there we go. And we're going to line the top of these. So again, this is just the A5 like filler paper that's in here that I glued over the dashboard planner because I don't know, I'm not a fan of the dashboard layout from Erin Condren, so I just want to do my own thing. So that is what we're doing, and I don't actually think, now that I'm doing this, I don't actually think this is the Erin Condren filler paper. This might be plum paper. It might be, but that's okay. Either way, it's A5 filler paper, and it does what I need it to do right now. All that matters. So we have the washi down. Next, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to get like the week down. So let me get this sheet here. This is going to be, I have to order the 2027 weeks, but this is the Planner Kate, like weeks sticker. I don't know. It has all like the weeks of the year in here. So I'm just going to put what the week is, and this is August 24th through August 30th, and I'm layering it on that sticker, which I don't know if that was in frame at all. That's not straight. I would put it down here, but I'm worried that I'm not going to have enough room to do what I want to do, so we're just going to leave it up there for now. So next, I did already put, that's upside down. I did already put the date dots on the date covers to try to save some time. So this is where I'm starting. I have to start to be like careful because I have to try to fit everything in here. So Monday is trash day. And then this is my husband's first day of classes. We don't have anything else tonight. There's no practice or anything. So moving, whoops, to Tuesday. Maybe I should scoot that a little bit closer. Tuesday. Is that too close? I don't know. We'll see. Tuesday, I have to, actually, Monday, I have to pay the mortgage. I originally had that on Tuesday, but I think I'm going to do it on Monday just because Tuesday is busy. So we have daycare, 8:30 to 2:30. Then we have one of my cats has her annual vet appointment. And we have football practice, and that's 5:30 to 7:30 for Tuesday. And then my oldest is going to his friend's house for a sleepover. So that is Tuesday. And then Wednesday, that is going to be a payday. And then we have both littles going to daycare this day, which I don't know what time I'm going to pick them up yet. This is actually going to be my youngest first day going to daycare with her brother. She doesn't usually go. She usually stays home with me. So we have a special event that day. I'm a little nervous, but I think she'll be okay. They're going to be dropped off at 9 that day. So again, it was going to be 9:30, but I probably will just do 9 just so they have time, because my oldest, my oldest son has middle school orientation at 10 o'clock. And I said middle son because it's middle school, which is just unbelievable to me that we have middle school orientation. And then we have football practice, and that is 5:30 to 8. And I'm writing around the holes. And then that's it for Wednesday. So we will just skip a line here, do Thursday. For Thursday, this is my first day of classes. Then we have football practice, 5:30 to, no, that one's 5:30 to 8 too. That's 5:30 to 8, and that is it for Thursday. Friday, if I can put that up a little bit. Friday, I think the only thing we have on Friday is football practice, 5:30 to 7:30. Then we have Saturday, which I might need to, here's what I'll do. This is why I love erasable pens. This is why. Because I'm learning this size, I have to abbreviate. There. Now I won't be so far over. So Saturday, that one could have scooted over, huh? It's fine. It's fine. Saturday, I have to order groceries. And then my oldest has his Humane Society program at 10. And that's it for Saturday. And then we have Sunday. Sunday is that's birth control, and then a grocery delivery. And I decided to stop writing down all of my different tasks that I do on Sunday because they're in my index card system that I use for like cleaning and stuff. So I'm going to leave those blank. Then let me get this color coded. All right, that is all color coded. So then I'm going to put a this week sticker down right there. And I need one of the days of the week. This one is going to be dinners. Yeah, these must be the, what are they called? Plum paper inserts, because these don't line up exactly. And I know these line up with the Erin Condren. And I'm pretty sure the Erin Condrens go right to the edge. I don't know, but it works. Works for now. It's fine. So for dinners this week, let me get this filled in. All right, so there is the dinners, and then I think I'm going to do my waiting on list on this side this week because we do have quite a bit going on. So let me put this here. So let me get this filled out. All right, so there is that page. Moving over here now. Since this is already lined, I'm gonna take my little ruler and divide the page. Slightly crooked, it's fine. Then I'm gonna make my categories that I need over here. So I have my son's school, I have sports, I have books, and I think the other ones are fine. So we're gonna start up here. This one is going to be sports. And we have, oof, okay. We'll see if this fits. We'll just see. So let me do this. Let me divide up my sections, or my section here. This one's a little weird because of, whoops. Didn't want to do it like in the middle. I'm going to do it on this line. Okay, good enough. Then I'm going to put my school underneath that, just so this is the divided up and we can kind of see what fits. Like I said, I don't know if it will because there's quite a bit going on here. Usually school gets a couple of these, which might be a bit of an issue because these don't line up, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll make it work. I'll get the correct note pages if I decide I like this. So for sports, let me get that filled in. Okay, so sports is all in and there is quite a bit this week. School, this is where I'm going to put all my assignments that are due from the first day of classes and on. This is just for this week. Well, it's kind of confusing. Technically, all of this is going to be due like September 4th, like by September 4th, but there's some of it that's due earlier, so I just want to get a head start. So let me go ahead and up here, I am going to make a color coding thing, like system for my classes. I think I'm just going to use the same colors as I do for my kids and us, like this color coding. I'm just going to use the same colors. They're just going to be different. So let me go ahead and get that in here. Had to squeeze that across the top, but there's color coding. So let me write all these assignments in. All right, so now those are in and also color coded. So then up here, I am going to put the to-do list for the week, which might not be super long this week, only because I have a lot of schoolwork to get done. But I'm going to go ahead and get these in here. Then let me get the to-dos added in. All right, so then that didn't rip great, but that's fine. We're just going to do that. This one is going to be for my oldest son's school. So we'll put this down and then see how many we have here, which again, I still can't believe he is going into middle school because like I feel like he's still a baby. He's obviously not, but you know, crazy. So this, like, I know he's not in school. Like, we don't start school here until September, but because he is going into middle school, this is his first year, the orientation this week is going to be, you know, we're going to have some stuff to do. So I just wanted to have a section for that. And then I like to just leave, you know, some extra space. So there is that. And then this last one here is going to be the books that I am reading, which I wonder, just use this one. I don't really need this whole thing because this is just books that I'm reading like this week. And since school's starting, I'm sure I will not be reading as much as I'd like to, but we are going to do our best. Okay, so we have our 2 pages here. Let me get them back in our agenda. So this, like I said, I wanted to just have something smaller. I don't know how exactly it's going to work. I would just also prefer like my dailies and my weekly overview to be in the same book again. So we'll see, but this is what I have so far. And then I do have the dailies back here. I also have in this binder the plum paper dailies, just in case I wanted those instead. I don't know which dailies I want to use. So that is the weekly overview for the week of the 24th through the 30th. I'm not going to plan out the dailies yet because I think what I'm going to do is just I'm going to put the stickers on them, but I think I'm just going to use them like as the day comes. Like I'm going to pre-sticker it, but I'm not going to write in anything until that day. And I'm going to fill it out in the morning so that I can get a little bit of a better idea of what's going on and a head start. And I don't necessarily know which ones I want to use. The reason that I have these is because for like, here's the schedule, right? So this is all the time tasks, but then this is a to-do list for the day. I can do my schoolwork in a separate list. I can do the sports stuff in another list. Like I feel like it would separate it a little bit more, but I don't know. I might plan the day in both to see what I like better. So that's an idea. And I could just, because here I could do my to-do list and then my school list here and then put the sports in the to-do list. I just feel like there's more room. I don't know. I will update you next week to show you what I did. But that is all I'm going to plan out in this video. I lied. I want to show you I did the same layout in the 7x9. This is like the dashboard page. So this is where I have all my lists and things. So this is a 5 and 7x9. And I don't know which one. Like, yeah, honestly, I can fit the same amount in here. So it's really not that big of a deal. But yeah. So, and then here is the schedule on both. Again, I can fit the same amount. So really that part isn't that big of a deal. It's more like, what do I want to carry around kind of thing. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely the agenda has a little bit more flexibility, that's for sure. But I don't know. I need help. I need opinions. What do you guys think with the way that I plan? Like I said, this is a little bit more compact to carry around. Like my agenda is just very, you know, flexible. Like I can carry it around. Everything's in here. I can add inserts. Granted, they are pretty much the same size. Like the Erin Condren agenda covers are very big. But the papers themselves are not too bad. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you're planning in, and if you're still liking what you've moved into, or if you're thinking about switching, I would love to know. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you are having a wonderful day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in my next video.